Hey everybody, it's Kneecap here, and in this video we're going to be talking a little bit about Plunderstorm. We're going to go through the rewards for the return of Plunderstorm here, and then I'll give my own little thoughts on it and what I'm planning to do with Plunderstorm this time around. So last time Plunderstorm was around, it was a highly contentious issue. It was very popular among like WoW gamers who like to play other games, like, oh my god, this is so cool. And a lot of the straight PvE players, or only play WoW PvE, but maybe they also play other games with only PvE, were very disliking of Plunderstorm and felt like they had to play it because there was like collections and stuff from it. And so it was a contentious issue for sure. I didn't make maybe any videos, maybe just like one talking about it when it first came out, because it was a issue that a lot of PvE players just didn't like it. And so I wasn't like trying to talk about it a ton, and I'm not going to talk about it a ton this time either. But I did want to go over these rewards and also let you guys know what I plan on doing with Plunderstorm. So Blizzard teasers new Plunderstorm rewards, Bounce Pet and Transmog. They had their own little video for it, of course, here. So the mounts appear to be Keglegs, Crocolisk, and the Royal Sea Feather. So the Crocolisk being the Crocolisk, and the Sea Feather being the parrot type bird here. Is that even a parrot? I can't even tell. I don't know. It's a bird of some sort. Royal Sea Feather. So you have that, and then you have like a pet version of that bird, and then you have like this cool looking crab thing. It looks kind of neat. And then of course you have another ensemble, another dress up thing, very similar. I think it's just a recolor of the other one. So nothing like fantastic here. Obviously, +2 mounts. If you're just a collector, it's like, oh, +2, whatever. But you'll have that. And collecting these new fineries will also be more accessible than ever, as Plunderstorm now features a Plunder Store, where players earning currency to buy what they want instead of sequentially unlocking rewards. So last time it was through Renown. This time you're going to play. You're going to get currency from playing, and then you'll just buy it in the game, right? You just purchase it. It's also worth noting that I do believe this time you queue for Plunderstorm in the game. So I don't know if you go to like the player versus player tab, if it's going to have its own tab, Plunderstorm. I'm not sure how that's going to work, but I believe it's queued in the game this time. So before it was like at your login screen. It's just like a Mists of Pandaria remix. You could click at the top, Plunderstorm. And I think they were both going on at the same time. And so you had Plunderstorm, regular, and Mists of Pandaria remix. And you could click on those at the top. But I believe it's going to be in-game this time. If that is the case, and I say that because I saw a queue thing for it, for Plunderstorm, that looks just like the Dungeon Finder tool. So I do believe that to be the case. I could be wrong, of course, or they may change their mind or something. But I believe that is the case. So what's kind of cool about that is then I assume when you queue, you actually queue with your character. And so like whatever you are and whatever your transmog is what you'll be in Plunderstorm as, which would be kind of cool if that is the case. So if you don't remember before, you kind of like chose your character, and then you could talk to a NPC and change like what outfit you were wearing or whatever after you unlocked the outfits via the Renown or whatever. But in this case, you might just be able to dress up however you want in game and then go into Plunderstorm with it, which would be a little bit cooler. You might see some silly outfits and stuff like that. That would be kind of neat if that's the case. So I don't think, I imagine if there was other really, really cool rewards that they would have mentioned them here in this thing. I don't think there's still any like rating or anything like that. I think that would be really cool. Of course, I think this could be a standalone game. I think it's actually just a really solid mode and it could be a game. But basically you have 2 mounts, 2 pets, and some different attire there. Maybe some more swords or something like that, right? Maybe some slight variations on a couple things like that. But so those are the rewards. Now, for me, I really enjoyed Plunderstorm the first time around. I played a ton of it. I unlocked everything. I played a little bit more after I unlocked everything, even though it's not for everybody. Me being a mostly PvE player, might surprise you to hear that how much I enjoyed it. But I did enjoy it very, very much. And I had a great time with the Plunderstorm. So I'm not going to be making a ton of videos on it or anything like that. But I am probably going to be like streaming it probably on this channel on YouTube here. So if you want to check it out, you can stop by and check that out. If not, or you could watch the VOD or whatever afterwards. But it won't be like a separate video on the channel that I don't believe you'll get like notified for it or anything like that. But you could check that out if you like to. because I will be playing a lot, so I might as well be doing that because I think it's so fun. I think it's a much less toxic version of like League of Legends kind of, and maybe because it's solo and not relying on teammates and stuff like that. Although you can queue with duos and stuff like that, but and it's also like a battle royale, which is a very popular game mode. Again, not amongst all PvE players, but again amongst people who play any kind of PvP, battle royale mode is kind of cool and people do tend to enjoy it. It is a little bit, people might say like it's not no longer the cool new thing, of course, with like PUBG way back in the day. Fortnite, of course, still very popular, and other games that have similar modes are still popular, but it's still really cool. It's unique in that it is like again, you're in World of Warcraft universe, but you're kind of using like League of Legends style abilities or MOBA style abilities, or Heroes of the Storm if you want to stay in the Warcraft universe. So yeah, I'm pumped for it personally. This will be coming out next week on patch day, and I will be playing a ton of this. This is very much downtime. I'm basically not doing any Mythic Plus or anything right now. Just raiding on raid nights, hoping to get Queen Ansarag down here soon for Cutting Edge, and then just kind of waiting for the next patch after that. So I'll be messing around a little bit on the PTR and stuff, but a lot of the stuff I'll be doing will be just playing Plunderstorm. So I'm super excited for it. Like I said, it's a really cool game mode. I wish it was just like a separate game that was available all the time. Although I do get the idea of releasing it every once in a while because then people like look forward to it. So there's like some of that as well. And it's also, we'll release this when we have a month where there's no content coming out or something. I could kind of see that and vibe with that. But it's such a good game that I just would enjoy playing it a little bit more often. Maybe twice a year instead of once a year. It could come in or something. I don't know. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about these rewards and also make the video because, like I said, I'm going to be playing it a lot. I wanted to mention that to you guys as well. So that's it for this one. As always, I do ask you to please subscribe to the channel because it helps me out so much. And other than that, everybody have a good one.